Welcome into the Minto Sports Complex. Declan Barp and Brianna Newell getting set to welcome you in to the Stingers versus the GGs, a rematch of a couple of weekends ago. The GGs dropped that one by a score of 6-1. They're looking to fight some demons off as they're on a 4-game losing skid. We'll get quickly into starting goalies. Starting down at the other end for the Concordia Stingers, Ariane LeBlanc. LeBlanc is 3-0 on the season, a 9.69 goals against average. She stopped 21 of 22 shots she faced against the Gators in her last start. Down at the other end, we have the ever-present Mahika Serazan. Serazan not off to the best start she's been off to in recent seasons. 1-3-1, the record, a .923 save percentage. She came in relief of Sarah Howell in the game against the Stingers. She stopped 21 of 23 shots rather, on course to the loss. GG's, as I mentioned, on a 4-game losing skid, looking to put that to an end. They're in tough against the undefeated Stingers.
Yeah, no, 100%. Anytime that you Ottawa plays Concordia, it ends up being a very challenging matchup for sure, and I expect this afternoon to be no different.
Face-off won by the Stingers, and Veillette moves it up to Drapeau. Drapeau scored in that 6-1 game as that one's ushered into the corner. Back to the point, Boyer. Cross to McLean, who can't clear the zone. Serazan will jump onto the puck, and we'll get the first whistle of the game.
Very quick whistle, mind you, too. 21 seconds in.
Both teams were in action Friday. Ottawa dropped the game 3-1 to the Montreal Carabana. Tough game. They scored in the final 15 seconds of that one. They give up 2 power play goals as well. This power play from the Stingers that's a blasted shot that catarams up into the netting. This power play for the Stingers has been deadly this season, operating at 24%. They are without their danger woman, though, tonight in the face of Emilia Lucer. Lucer is second in the conference in points, leads the conference in goals. 12 points in 6 games from the transfer from John Abbott. That one off of Gigi skating down the ice. That one length for icing.
And that was the right play there that the GG's defenseman Riemann made up to her teammate Kate Lalonde. But the problem is, Lalonde, it's like she wasn't even ready for the pass. Stick was not on the ice. Nothing, wasn't even looking.
Face off down to the left of Serazan, and it's scrambled draw that comes the way of Leonie Philbert. Philbert scored 2 goals in a game last season, both from the point, her first 2 goals of the season. That one looking for Kylie Lalonde, who got off to a red-hot start for the University of Ottawa. 3 points in 2 games. It falls the way of Clavel. Back to Lalonde. Centering pass, Clavel not home. It's been all quiet from the GG's offense. In the last 4 games, they have 4 goals, 1 goal in each game. Off the bench is Flo Lassard, and she'll chip it forward. Lassard playing with Birkby and Todd today, so the blender gotten out by Jen Wakefield and Greg Bowles. Chip forward for Yell to get onto. Yell moves it forward. Here's Padon. Padon on the backhand, trying to cut back to the forehand, and it's smothered by Serazan.
That's a good stop there by Serazan. A couple little scuffles there after the whistle. But again, as a defenseman, you have to really make sure that player that's coming down on you is not able to go and step right around you and get a chance on net. And unfortunately, it's exactly what happened there with GG's defenseman. It allowed an opportunity on Mahika Serazan.
A lot of speed off the rush from the Stingers as it's back with Robinson, who sends it into the air, into an area. Krasinski gets there first. Falls the way of Lavoie. Lavoie looking for Drapeau. Stingers always travel well, as that's a shot that hits the side of the net by the Stingers captain. You can hear the cheers from the Stingers faithful as Robinson tries to spin and is able to get it down low to Fecteau. Fecteau, a centering pass, flies harmlessly across the crease into the skates of Bilodeau. Here's Gagnon trying to chip it forward, and it falls back the way of Robinson. Riedman off the bench. She scored the lone goal for the GGs against Montreal on the power play. Kate McLean back to the point. Riedman a shot through a crowd that's kicked easily aside by LeBlanc. Meffam pinches forward. Stathis gets there first. Referee in the way. Rice. Courtney Rice trying to skate forward. Alex Clavel holds the line. Good back checking there by Molly Hyenton, but it falls the way of Stathis, who will chip it forward and head off for a change. Clavel on the far side wants it. It bounces off over her stick, and that goes the length of the ice for icing. Gigi's had a chance there on the rush. You know, we highlighted the 4-game losing skid. The offense has disappeared, but it's been indiscipline that's been part of the issue. They've taken 23 penalties in the last 4 games. They haven't been scoring on the power play either. They had 11 opportunities against the Stingers, only scored once. Boyer, that one over the line and out for ice and out for offside.
And when you have 11 power play opportunities, I mean, you really have to capitalize on those, especially against a team like Concordia, because they have such depth, and especially 5-on-5, you may not get as many opportunities. So when you have that man advantage or woman advantage, you really have to take advantage of that opportunity.
GG struggling in the draw tonight. Birkby loses another one. Good pinch forward by Maya Laplante, and settled down by LeBlanc. Slipped onto Thibault. Again, trying to go cross ice with the Stingers, but it falls the way of Maya Laplante. Laplante has Lalonde ahead of her. She'll spin under the harassment of Thibault, who stays after it. Thibault a centering pass, and that one's swallowed up by Serrazin. Shot after the whistle there by Bureau Gagnon.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a nice little slash afterwards by Bureau Gagnon. And again, that could have been easily avoided. Maya Laplante did a really good play by being patient and curling back to go behind her net. Her defensive partner, though, Prue, was just kind of in no man's land. That would have been a really good opportunity for Prue to call for a reverse and could have avoided that opportunity there.
Yell gets tossed from the draw. In comes Perron. Scramble draw. No one wants to come away with it. Falls the way of Yell. Yell back to the point. Leonie Philbert will send it into an area. Moquin-Joubert. Bilodeau slow off her line, and Philbert beats her there. Moquin-Joubert in the corner, pinned by Krasinski. Leonie Philbert trying to cut to the front of the net, and a nice save there by Serrazin.
That was a great stop there by Serrazin. It was a good play by Philbert. You know, not only did she make a nice play on her defensive pass over to just kind of nicely chip it down into the GG's corner, but she made a really nice pinch there as well, which allowed her some space afterwards to cut through the middle and get that shot on Serrazin.
GG's notably without the services of Kiara Merriman, rather. Merriman had started the season brightly. 2 goals, 1 assist for her. That one's rung around the board. She's been out of the lineup for a couple of games now. Gagnon trying to chip it into an area that Clavel didn't read. Leonie Philbert starts the attack again, and that one gloved by Sarah Howell.
Nice
We'll
stop.
call that a save. Bob Bowes nowhere in the area today, as he got struck by a puck last week. No worse for wear, though.
I don't blame him. I also wouldn't want to be anywhere near that door if that happened to me.
Molly Hyenton against Fecteau. And Fecteau wins it. We mentioned the absence of Lucier tonight, but it's also Béguin-Cyr who's out. Rosalie Béguin-Cyr. So that one's dumped forward, and Angie Prue will hold it in if only momentarily, fired into the pads. A chance now to skate. And that one in offside, they'll say, was Jessie Maud Drapeau.
Yeah, and it was made possible by a really nice poke check by Maëlle Laplante. She had great gap control, ended up poking the puck off the stick there, causing the Concordia Stinger teammates to go offside.
I don't think the GGs have won a face-off all night. Robinson forward, and that one eludes all the sticks. The arms stay down, though. Krasinski. Touch forward by Todd, and Kate McLean will get on her horse. It's followed in by Birkby, and Birkby will get there first. Fecteau picks it up and moves it to Drapeau. Drapeau trying to go cross ice, and that one in no man's land, and Lavoie. Krasinski without a stick. Lavoie in all alone to the backhand, and it just dribbled off her stick. A good chance there from the Stingers, the best one of the night.
That was something from the GGs. That could just not happen. Miscommunication between defensive partners, a lost stick, just madness a little bit.
Boyer, that one shot that handcuffed Serrazin. Rice trying to find some space. Courtney Rice, she has Boyer at the point. She'll go alone. On the backhand, a shot, a kick save, and that one spilled dangerously, but unable to tap it in. It was Udo. Bilodeau, a strange little pass that sends Mepham the wrong way and back over the blue line. Touch forward by Biesenthal. Bilodeau will chase after it. Get there first, and she's rubbed off the puck. Falls the way of Courtney Rice, who has it picked off by Lalonde, but Rice able to re-emerge with it. Courtney Rice eludes a couple of GGs and then moves it forward, but turned over. Clavel, and swung in down by Gaudreau, or Gaudreau rather. Prue. And a tentative stick sends that one into the Garnet and Gray sign, and we'll get a face-off off to the right.
And it was a good offensive forecheck there by Thibault, who was the one who ended up getting a stick on that, on Peru. But it's not even halfway through the first period. It's about 6 minutes through the first period. And what I'm seeing from the GGs is that they're a step behind, number one. Two, their passes are not connecting, and when they are connecting, they're not being received well. That's something you just have to bear down with intent when you're receiving or making a pass.
Stingers have been all over the place, buzzing, if you will, as here's Flo Lassard. Gets it forward to Clavel, but it's, again, over her stick. The Stingers are 7-0 on the year. Mighty impressive program. They came out of the RSEQ last season. They came out of the RSEQ the season before as well, a program to be trifled with. Carolyn Wallet and Julie Chu not in attendance today. It's Devin Thompson who takes over head coaching duties as that one goes the length of the ice. David Singh as well on the bench, and Tracy Ann Levin makes up the rest of the coaching staff for the Stingers tonight.
And that's another icing there for the GGs. And I don't know how many we're at this point, but I definitely think it's about 5. And it goes back to just making passes with intent. That was a good play to try and spring Lassard. The problem being it just wasn't the right angle, which is something that should be rudimentary at this point.
Centering pass, that one can't be touched in by Yell. Robinson spins and finds Yell. Yell touch pass. Marquin Joubert, and that one deflected. It's Richard. Fans on that one, and will just send it down behind the net. Birkby in trying to win the puck. Parent able to get it to Marquin Joubert. That one eludes Robinson. A vital touch, though, takes it out of the path of Jade Todd. GGs will complete a change. It's up to Reese Mepham. Mepham almost had her pocket picked, and that one they'll say offside as Fecteau just a half second too late.
That was a good call by the linesman there, as it was offside, but only slightly, I would say. And it really, you know what, GGs were very lucky, because that's a player. Fecteau is a player you don't want to give any more opportunities than you need to, and that one was one just delivered on a silver platter, honestly. 6
goals last season against the University of Ottawa. Amy Fecteau has been a problem since she's joined the league. Delayed face-off as GG's coaching staff just wants a word. It's dropped, and Angie Prue heads up ice and will dump it in. Maya LaPlante is able to poke it to Gagnon, and Gagnon a shot more to an area than towards the front of the net. Here they come again. Fecteau, fans on it. And Boyer will follow it up and send it down. Sarazan out from her crease to settle the puck on down, and this one just out of the reach of Bilodeau. Bilodeau pokes it forward to McLean. McLean will touch it and head off for a change. All Stingers through the first 10 minutes here at the Minto Sports Complex. This game has had a nice pace to it despite the interruptions with whistles. Nice little elusive play by Rice. Rice has a player with her. It's a good back check there by Biesenthal.
It was a great back check by Biesenthal there, helping to cover for a defenseman.
That one off Charlie Healy, and McIntyre will just send it right back down. Stretch pass, Charlie Healy, the Calgary, Alberta native. Biesenthal over the line to the backhand. A shot that just missed. Amelia LaPlante, that one deflected and poked aside by LeBlanc. First GG zone time of the period.
was going to say, I think it's the first couple of shots they've also had on Concordia Stinger goaltender as well.
It all ends in a flash as Gaudreau will just dump it in right on Serazen. I don't know if that counts as a save, and GG's will have to start back. Krasinski will try twice to clear the line and can't do it that time. Hot off the bench is Bureau Gagnon, trying to spin past just to an area. Thibault, first one there. Molly Hyenton in support, and it comes the way of Clavel, but can't get it past Richarda. Shot that was always going wide. Miscommunication, and Hyenton will just dump the puck. They'll say it went off a stinger. No, they won't, and icing is the call.
No, and that's the right call. And again, that's something where the mental fatigue comes into play. Hyenton had the puck. She had the opportunity to clear it. Needs to take a deep breath basically at that point, which I know it's hard to do in the moment, but you had a teammate that was streaking. I believe it might have been Clavel, a left-handed shot there. Just a nice little chip pass, used the boards, and you could have sent Clavel there or at least got it over the red line, dumped it in, and avoided another icing.
First line out there for the Stingers. Here's Lavoie trying to spin and send it to Fecteau. Hyenton has the stick poked up, slashed out of her hand. She wants a call. Nothing coming. A centering pass that couldn't find Lavoie, sneaking into the back door.
Yeah, good job by Sarazen getting her paddle out there and interrupt the pass.
Here's Lavoie. Lavoie to an area. Fecteau sends Krasinski into the spin cycle. She's on it now, the captain for the Stingers. Long shot on, and Sarazen collided into. Jen Wakefield now wants a call. Sarazen still down and out, and that one just wide. An empty cage. Sarazen back to her feet, and Kylie Lalonde will give Drapeau a shove and win the puck.
I like that. Good job by Lalonde. Show a little physicality.
It's when she's playing at her best, is Kylie Lalonde. When she uses the body, she's a big girl, and when she uses every bit of her frame, she can be a real problem out there. As we mentioned, off to a red-hot start, 3 points in the opening weekend for the University of Ottawa. Hasn't found a point since. Maya Laplante, she'll stop up. Ta Lassard. Clarkson, the transfer from Clarkson tries to wrap around, and it comes to nothing. Maya Laplante, that one blocked, and it'll come out of the zone. Flo Lassard will dump it and head off for a change. Good shift there from the University of Ottawa. Still knotted at 0 through the first 11 minutes here. Stingers have had their chances.
They've definitely had their chances, and Sarah's staying steady right now.
Apparently the GGs are getting a penalty. Or no, they're not.
Both goalies
out of the net. Both goalies out of the net, and they finally get a whistle. I thought the penalty was coming to the Stingers, a hooking call. And the referees are just going to have a word.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
You don't see that every day.
No.
Both goalies clear the net. The Stingers had touched it, carried it to center. The GGs touched it, carried it back around. And
some weird stuff here we're witnessing on a Sunday afternoon at Minto. But yeah, everyone's confused. Everyone had their hands out wide saying what's going on. The universal language of what is going on.
Looked like a hook, and that's what they'll get. They'll get yell for the hook. So the GGs go to the power play. Big opportunity here to, if not score, get some momentum. The GGs have barely had a shift in the offensive zone. The power play has been, it might be at 9% this year, but it's looked better than it looked at parts last year. The Stingers are operating basically perfect on the penalty kill. They've only given up 3 penalty kill shorthanded goals this year, 94.12%.
Which is very impressive.
Lassard is closed down quickly, and this is what we saw in the game. Lassard bowled over. The arms stay down. Laplante to the front of the net, and LeBlanc didn't know where it was. She'll freeze it up.
See, and this is why I liked what Lalonde did. It was a little shove, but it kind of showed a little bit that the GGs weren't going to get pushed around. Because I find Concordia, they've always historically been a physical team, a strong team. GGs have to rise to that because they're getting a bit pushed around right now.
Birkby Gagnon, Amelia Laplante, Prue, and Lassard out there for the University of Ottawa. It's rung around to Gendreau, who got her stick stuck in the boards. Unlucky from the Stingers. The GGs have the zone. Prue down low. Laplante, a tight angle shot. It's a blocker save there by LeBlanc. GG's back on it. Laplante looking for an option. She goes back to Angie Prue at the point. Prue so dangerous in her rookie year in that space. 9 goals in a rookie campaign she has won this year. Laplante down low. Birkby, a centering pass. One shot and it's in! Ariane Gagnon opens the scoring, and the GGs lead by 1.
You know, and that's got to feel so good for a couple reasons. One, you're playing against a program that's undefeated. Your power play has not really been operating that strong. So for those couple reasons there, you know, to score on the power play, take a 1-0 lead against Concordia right now, that's a big confidence booster. And great, you know, it was good puck movement there from the top down, and just a little bit of grit by Ariane Gagnon to put in the back of the net.
GGs have scored in every game they've played this season. Can add that to the tally. Door is still open on the penalty slot. No one
seems concerned about it.
No one sees anything. That's Clavel to Reese Meffam rather taking a spill, and it's in front, and a nice save there by Sarrazin. It's Rosalie Padon, who is all alone in front of the net. And a nice stop there by Sarrazin.
And again, Sarrazin has been staying steady. Big reason for why right now Concordia has been shut out so far this period.
Stingers have only given up 5 goals this season. Make that 6. And Flo Lessard starts back to center. We're just waiting for the official confirmation, but I imagine Flo Lessard will get a point. Clavel is out-muscled there, and the Stingers go back. It's up to Stathis, trying to put the moves on Maëlle Laplante.
Gave her a nice little bump afterwards, too. Maëlle gave it right back.
Godot. It's in a physical battle here. We're just getting confirmation of the goal right here. Poked forward to Clavel. Maëlle Laplante will step forward, so the goal goes to Gagnon. Assist to Birkby and Amelia Laplante. So Gagnon gets her second goal of the year. Birkby, her team leading 5th assist. And Amelia Laplante, her 3rd point of the season. Flip to an area. Jade Todd goes up and is able to get it. Jade Todd, she has a burst of speed. Stick taken away from her. It was a great play there by Boyer.
Yeah, that was a really good defensive play there. And I think it was actually Veillette's number 8 who got that stick in there right at the last minute.
Good life shown here from the University of Ottawa, who lead 1-0. Fecteau has the puck poked off her stick, and McIntyre will just follow it back up. Both teams will get a change in. Hammered off the boards, and a funny bounce falls the way of Leonie Philbert. Cross ice, and a shot that's kicked out. Krasinski doesn't know where it is. Still loose in the slot, and Biesenthal will pick it up. She tries to muscle it out to center. Is able to, and Kate McLean will head after it. It's a 2-on-1. Icing waved off, and LeBlanc will go out to play it. McLean wanted Biesenthal to stay out in front. She followed her down to the corner. Chloe Gendreau, back to Gendreau, and Reedman is able to pick it up. Only momentarily. Chloe Gendreau. She's on it now. Centering pass, and Sarrazin will freeze that one up.
Yeah, it was a nice play that was down in the Concordia zone. Like you said, LeBlanc came out to play the puck, and McLean read it very, very well. She knew that LeBlanc was going to go towards, you know, the bench side, so the right side of the ice. And had Bilodeau just stayed out front, that would have been an empty net opportunity there.
Face-off won by the Stingers. The puck pinned to the boards. Yell. She took the penalty that led to the goal, a spin, and that one frozen up by Sarrazin.
Smart play by Sarrazin there. Just jump on any loose puck you can. It allows for the game to be slowed down, and I really feel that Concordia thrives when there are no whistles, when there's that momentum, when there's that constant flow of the game. It gets them going, gives them opportunities. So by doing what Sarrazin is doing there, it's making sure that it breaks up the play, doesn't allow for Concordia to really get going the way they want.
Picked off. Here's Flo Lessard. Lessard trying to find Todd and falls back the way of Lessard. Lessard bowled over, the arms stay down. She was hit from behind, slow to get up. Drapeau in and offside. Lavoie is just in there an inch too soon.
I think part of that too was Todd was going at it with the Stinger player. I don't know exactly who it was, but the one who ended up hitting Lessard. I think it was actually Todd who hit the Concordia Stinger player, who then hit Lessard. It was like a bad accident on the highway, but regardless, it really seems like the officials are, I'm going to say they're not really awake, to be very honest. Maybe we should go give them a coffee.
They're letting them play today, and I think the game is better when both sides are allowed to play. The yell penalty, a pretty obvious one, and nothing else has been called so far. I imagine it'll be a relatively penalty-free game, as here's Krasinski. Knocked down by Gagnon. Touched by Veillette, rather. Haven't said her name too many times. Here's Courtney Rice. Angled out of it, it falls the way of Stathis. Stathis, a curl shot that just misses the net. Boyer. She'll take the scenic route, a tight angle shot that finds the meshing. Here's Courtney Rice. Harassed by two GGs and knocked down. Somehow she's able to get it over to Stathis. Good desperation play. Stathis pins her opponent to the board, and it falls the way of Philbert. Stinger's in offside, and they'll blow it up, and it'll come all the way down.
I'd say it was good defensive coverage right there, though, by the GGs. You had a team effort by Bilodeau and Meffam, and that ended up happening because Meffam followed her player, and then Bilodeau came down to support and ended up closing off that laneway.
Face-off won by Thibault, and McIntyre will try and leave the zone. Well read by Mayel LaPlante. Tight angle shot that finds the back. Mayel LaPlante, they say throw everything to the front of the net and you're rewarded. Mayel LaPlante found the pot of gold.
Wow. And I was just about to mention how great of a pinch that was, and you kind of took the words out of my mouth. She read the play extremely well, and then, like you said, throw the puck on net. What's the worst that happens? It goes in, and that's exactly what happened, right? So good job by Mayel LaPlante on the read, as well as getting the shot to the net. And, yeah, a bit of an interesting one for Ariane LeBlanc. If I were her, I would not be feeling too good about that one. But, you know, you shake it off, and you just reset for the next play that's happening. But feels good probably for the GGs right now to have a 2-0 lead over Concordia Stingers.
It's the first time the GGs have scored 2 goals in a game in their last 4. The last time they scored 2 in a game was the 2-0 shutout win against the McGill Martlets. Robinson. This one down low to Malkin-Joubert. A centering pass, it finds no one. A shot and a nice save there by Serazem.
That was a little scary moment there for Serazem. She didn't know exactly where it was. I think she thought she had it right in the crest there, but nope.
Serazem has come up big when she's needed to, and that's another huge stop, and right there finds the puck through the crowd and freezes up.
Big stop there. I believe it was Malkin-Joubert who right in tight there just picked up the loose puck and took a shot, but again, Serazem square to it and was able to smother the rebound.
That one, a shot that catarammed off a body. Won't leave the zone. Good hustle by Boyer. Followed up by Fecteau. Emmy Fecteau trying to cut to the front of the net. Disrupted there by a mixture of Reedman, Meffam, and Birkby. Defense by committee here by the University of Ottawa. And Fecteau always headed towards the corner. A heavy collision there.
Good job by Reedman, though, also taking the body.
Veillette, long shot that never made its way through. Lavoie, all tied up by Meffam. That one tobogganing there by both Birkby and Drapeau. The puck comes back the way of the Stingers. Off the stick of Jessie Mo. Drapeau at the end of a long shift. She'll just half-heartedly chase after Mepham. Philbert. Turned over. Only momentarily. The goal scorer, Maya LaPlante, comes in support, and the GGs might get caught the other way. Here's McIntyre. Good defense there by Prue. McIntyre still on it. She has Philbert, a centering pass that Sarazan was equal to. That one launches off a stick, and Leonie Philbert takes a tumble. She's got to get back to her feet quickly. Biesenthal gets there first, and she'll just backhand it on and just deflect it into the corner. Bilodeau. Dispossessed. Here's Chloe Gendreau. Tight angle shot, and Sarazan with 45 seconds gets the whistle.
And that was some nifty little mitt work there by Gendreau. She came and did a little dipsy doodle and then got an opportunity on Sarazan. I believe it was on her backhand there. You know, and if you're the GGs, I mean, you got 45 seconds. It's a face-off in your end. It's all hands on deck here. Just nothing fancy, nothing bougie. Just get the puck high up off the glass and out of your zone. You want to come out of this first period 2-0.
Especially against this Stingers team.
Oh.
Never seen that before. Both of their players' skates are tied up. It's Krasinski and Moken Joubert.
I mean, I've seen the blade through, like, the other skate, you know, like the stick blade. I have not seen two skates actually connected like that. It's a lot of weird stuff happening here.
Flo Lassard will pick it up with 35 seconds to go and lead one last rush for the University of Ottawa. Poked in by Clavel. She'll chase after Robinson. Into the final 15 seconds here as puck pinned against the boards. They'll say it's still moving, and it comes out of the pile, if only momentarily. Couple of bodies get taken down. It comes out to center with a few seconds to go. Dumped in, and that'll do it. The GGs leave the first period up by 2. Goals by Maya LaPlante and Ariane Gagnon the difference. Brianna and I will be back in just a few moments' time to wrap up the first period and get you set for second period action here at the Minto Sports Complex. Complex, Declan and Brianna Newell as second period action gets underway. The GGs lead the Stingers by a score of 2-0. The GGs are the first team this season to score 2 goals against the Concordia Stingers. Stingers looking to rectify that. Here's Lavoie. Fecteau rings it around the boards, and Bilodeau will pick it up. Looks to head back the other way. Kate McLean is able to slash it forward, and she's in a foot race with Adrienne Veillette. Or sorry, that's Sandrine Veillette. Centering pass that never finds its way, and rung back around. Boyer, cross ice, it rolls off the stick of Lavoie. She's able to get it to Fecteau. Fecteau with a long shot on that Mahika Zarazan will swallow up.
And again, I think Ottawa has to feel pretty good about themselves coming back into the second period after the first period of hockey. And Concordia on the flip side, you know, if they want to end up tying up this game or starting to tie up this game, they really have to get some more opportunities on Sarah's, some more traffic.
Here's an opportunity now. That one, and Chloe Gendreau roofs it. Just over a minute in, and the Stingers pull one back.
Just as I was talking about them needing to come out and do a little bit more, So, you know, great, I would say great puck movement there and just heads up playing. It was finding the open player in the middle there, and it ended up being Chloe Gendreau. And, you know, you have 5 GGs on the ice, and all of them are not taking that player in the slot, the most dangerous place for someone to be in, you know, and Gendreau made absolutely no mistake. That was an absolute roofer of a shot.
Perfect shot to beat Zarazan, and it was Leonie Philbert who had snuck down the half wall. The Stingers back within 1.
And that's the type of response Concordia was looking for. You know, you had a rough first period maybe, you come back second period, and you get to work.
And to work they go again. The goal scorer, Gendreau, as the puck poked off her stick. Todd to Lassard. Lassard finds the loose puck again and will try again. That one helped on its way by Jade Todd. It's cool, calm, and collected by Richard. Thibault will send it in deep, and Emilia Laplante trying to bounce it off of the boards is picked off. Robinson. And picked off. Todd trying to break through center. It finds its way to Birkby. Birkby on the backhand after a long shift will just dump that puck down.
And good job by Bilodeau staying out there and making sure that she started the forecheck while her teammates changed.
It's Leonie Philbert's 7th point of the season and 6th assist. Is here they come again. Padon. And Gagnon who opened the scoring on it now. Chloe Gendreau picks up her 2nd goal of the season, just to finish that thought. Nice spinorama there by Biesenthal as the puck poked off her stick. Veillette, Yell, tight angle shot that's blockered aside by Zarazan. Krasinski to the backhand and can't clear the zone. It's followed up, and Veillette now has it at center. Boyer back to Veillette, looking to attack once more. Picked off, and here's a chance for the University of Ottawa. Reinforcements off the bench. Here's Clavel. She has McLean at the front of the net. That one a shot right into the midsection of LeBlanc, and it's swallowed up.
And a nice chance there. And had Clavel placed that shot a little bit differently, more so to the outside pad of LeBlanc, she had her teammate there. I think it was McLean who was streaking towards the net. Could have picked up a rebound there potentially.
Attentive play there by Biesenthal to pick it off and send the GGs the other way. Riedman, a shot to an area more than to the net. Spinning around, that's Clavel, and almost banked it in off. I believe that was Fecteau. Clavel back on it. The GG's on it now. Picked off, dangerous pass.
Yeah, you have to be so careful with those D-to-D passes, and that was Riedman actually normally so good with her passing decisions. That one just not a good choice at all.
Leonie Philbert, head full of steam, heads through center. She's cutting through GG's neutral zone like butter, and that one loose in the slot. It finds its way to Fecteau, and Fecteau can't find Lavoie. McIntyre holds it in. Dump to the corner. Fecteau. Emmy Fecteau. She'll take a skate. Hauled down. The arms stay down. The crowd wants a call.
I mean, to your point, in the first period, it seems like the officials are going to let them play, but I am surprised about that one.
That one pretty blatant.
Very blatant.
And Lavoie. Richard pinching down. She didn't get all of it.
No,
GG's can start back the other way, but Richard bites back in. Gendreau, backdoor, trying to sneak it in and frozen up by Sarrazin.
Good job by Sarrazin staying steady there, and it was actually Clavel who ended up getting a stick on that, disrupting that opportunity for Concordia. But yeah, still go back to that missed goal there. It really does seem like the officials are letting them play, which, hey, to your point, that's great. It just, want to make sure that you're not losing control of the game as well.
Krasinski hammers that one past Veillette. The arm up for icing, and that one down the ice for icing.
And I mean, I think the strategy here with the icings is that Chi-Chis are trying to just, fly the zone. You can see Krasinski and Todd both not happy with that very, very early icing call by the officials. But, what they should be doing instead of hitting off the boards is off the glass, just to flip off the glass and then send your teammates going. This is like a slap shot around the boards.
Veillette trying to find an angle. That one a kick saved by Sarrazin. Thibault. Centering pass, that one, Bureau Gagnon right on the doorstep, robbed by Sarrazin.
Good job by Sarrazin. Again, a missed assignment there by a GG's defenseman.
Kylie Lalonde now rings it around the boards. That one over Birkby's stick. Odd deflection, and Veillette has to be calm on that puck. Goes D to D, and Gendreau turns it over. Birkby finds Maya Laplante. Laplante to the backhand. Bureau Gagnon goes sliding. Laplante leaves it for Biesenthal. Biesenthal and poked away, but not clear. Here's Bilodeau. She's a lane to shoot. She'll shoot it. Takes a deflection and falls the way of Veillette. Good pressure here from the University of Ottawa. Bilodeau. Reverse. Trying to find Biesenthal, who ties the stick up of Veillette. Just looking for reinforcements. Lalonde will come in to help. It's picked up by Thibault, and Thibault will airmail it. But it's held in. This is what the GGs did so effectively last season. Maya Laplante held it in, if only momentarily. Stingers need a change. Bilodeau was down on the puck. And after a couple of hacks, and the call offside, a chance for the Stingers to get a change.
Well, and I think a couple of times it got smoked off the linesman as well, adding that to the challenge. I just want to mention the really wonderful work and patience done by Maya Laplante in the offensive zone there. Instead of just batting the puck away or shooting it down into the corner, she did make a couple nice escapes there. What could have made it even better is she had opened up a shooting lane had she just taken the shot. Anything like we saw in the first period can happen when you shoot on net.
Birkby flies in and dispossesses Philbert. Jade Todd, she's driven into the boards. It's behind everyone, and a chance now for the Stingers to skate. Here's Marquin-Joubert, rather. A chance now, here's Todd. Todd has a step on McIntyre. Todd, she's pulled down, and it rolls off the crossbar. It should be a penalty shot.
I mean, it should be a penalty shot, but it's not going to be one. It is going to be a call for tripping, though, as it's, I think it's McIntyre that's heading off into the box to serve the 2-minute. And you can see, I believe it was Todd who was actually talking to the official, probably saying the same thing that we are. And it's a pure breakaway. Why not a penalty shot? So, again, I go back to maybe we should deliver the official some coffee in the next intermission.
Nonetheless, the GGs have the opportunity on the power play. That one can't be cleared. Maya Laplante twisting, firing in that one. Blockered into the glass by LeBlanc. The GGs scored on their last power play. It's Ariane Gagnon who found Twine that time.
Yeah, it was a nice pick off there by Maya Laplante. It was actually really just passed right to her by Drapeau. She really was just trying to ice it down, but didn't recognize that Laplante was there waiting for it.
Face-off won by the Stingers again. Leonie Philbert over the head of Reedman. Fecteau will get on her horse. Her and Laplante in a foot race, and LaPlante, good body positioning there to win the puck, but it's followed up by Drapeau. Drapeau off the official. And a chance now for the GGs, but it's turned over again. Almost a huge collision in center ice. Reedman now back over the line, 30 seconds gone. Kathleen Reedman. She scored against the Ketaben on the power play. And the puck held in. Biesenthal is able to slip it to Bilodeau, and that one just wide. Bilodeau will head right after that one. Not allow Drapeau to clear, but then followed up there by Richard. And the puck goes down the ice. Both teams changing. A minute gone.
Yeah, we haven't seen the GGs even set up really in the Concordia Stinger zone. It's been a couple rush opportunities, a couple good battles there, but no real umbrella work, no real overload, nothing yet.
They'll have a chance now. Down low, Birkby. She'll settle onto it. Lots of ice there for the University of Ottawa. Prue. This was the unit that was out there. Here's LaPlante. And that one, a half-hearted shot by Amelia LaPlante and sent halfway down the ice. Angie Prue will go back to pick it up. She's followed all the way by Lavoie, but is able to find Flo Lassard. Prue puts the moves on, but turns it over. Malkin Joubert will make no mistake, set Azan out quickly, but it eludes her. Gabriella Yell, centering pass. Malkin Joubert on the backhand, can't cut to the forehand. Gagnon picked off again. That'll do it for the GG's power play, so 1 for 2 on the day. As back they come, Yell will touch it forward and head off. 11:28 to go, 2-1 the score. Angie Prue on it. Up to Gagnon. Lalonde had blown the zone and wanted the puck. Never found its way to her. Robinson. Krasinski will ring it around the boards, and that one just eludes Gagnon. Cross ice pass. Here's Drapeau. She has options. Drapeau to the forehand. That one just missed. What a release there. Jade Todd, she's loose and was in offside. McIntyre had disrupted the pass. Philbert, that one just out of the reach of Drapeau. The arm up for icing, and Reese Meffam will head after that one, and we'll get a call. Big chance here for the University of Ottawa.
And I think mostly on that power play, and even when it's even strength 5-on-5, the GGs are their own worst enemies. They're creating their own turnovers, so to speak, where they're trying to make plays that are not there anymore. They maybe were there 20 seconds ago, and then when they look up to make the play, it's not there. They're trying to cut through the middle, and they're trying to go through 2 Concordia Stingers. It's just not making any sense necessarily. They have to make the simple play.
That one can't be cleared. Here's Reese Meffam. A chance. It's deflected on its way through. No one seems to know where the puck is. Jade Todd there first. Lalonde. Meffam, a long shot blocked by Philbert. She'll start back the other way for Concordia. Leonie Philbert. Saucer pass that never made its way through. Bureau Gagnon. Trying to slip it through. It was a stinger who would come right off the bench. It was Stathis. Stayed in front of the net and couldn't touch it home. Stathis.
It was a good defensive play by Jade Todd, who ended up hitting the stick on Stathis to disrupt her opportunity there.
Molly Hyenton, she's pinned, and Todd will follow it up. She has Kylie Lalonde through the middle. Oh, and that one, bobbler that Lalonde was never able to get onto.
Right idea, though, and good look by Todd.
Gigi's completing a change, and Goudot will try and cause some issues. Amelia Laplante twisting and turning, but can't come away with the puck. Biesenthal with 9:13 to go. Can't clear the zone, and Stathis, that one floated harmlessly across the front of the net, and Bilodeau has a couple of options forward. The GGs have shown clear intent to try and stretch this one. Kate McLean given a bump there. Turned over. Biesenthal. Oh, and that one off Bilodeau's stick. Laplante, that one too high.
Yeah, that almost took McLean's head off, to be quite honest. That was an extremely high shot.
Maya Laplante just sent that one in the direction of goal. A little bit too much lift on it. It was a good chance by the University of Ottawa. We'll take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard Only one other game going on. That across town, Montreal Carabin currently leading the Carleton Ravens by a score of 1-0. That one started at the same time as this one here. The Gators and Martlet go a little bit later on. They'll say it was Biesenthal who knocked the net off, and the faceoff will come at center. Bilodeau wrecked it in behind, and Biesenthal is the first one there. Trying to center it. That one helped on its way by McLean, but never found its way to the front of the net. Bureau Gagnon. She has Thibault and Gendreau with her. Chloe Gendreau trying to go cross ice to Thibault, never made it to her.
Good back check there by Bilodeau, also taking her player, Thibault.
Robinson. Bureau Gagnon, and that one to the netting by Camitio. Sorry, Zoe Thibault rather. Zoe Thibault back on it, but then puck picked off her stick. Robinson will go for a skate at center. Both teams completing a change. Birkby will just flip it into an area. Todd trying to reconnect with Bilodeau, Flo Lassard, who was dumped to the ice, and that one will be icing.
Yeah, it was a good play by Lassard to pass it over to Todd. I'm not sure how intentional it was versus just wanting to switch sides of pressure. But Todd had quite a bit of time to take a look, even skate with it, get it over the red line, and then dump it in. Instead, for whatever reason, there seemed to be a little bit of panic there, and did not make it over the red line.
Birkby chips it off the board and out. McIntyre forced backwards. Todd stays on her. She's having quite the game as Jade Todd. Moquin-Joubert banks it to Yell, and Yell will help it on its way in. Picked off and then driven into the boards is Parent. Cameron McIntyre down low. Emilie Lavoie back to the point, and McIntyre on it again. In her own zone, McIntyre harassed the whole way by Lalonde.
Yeah, it was good stick and good pressure by Lassard there, and she's pretty quick. She's got a good set of wheels on her there to create that pressure.
Chip forward, and Veillette having a tough time dealing with it. Fecteau puts the moves on. Nice move to buy a little time and space. That one off the stick of Drapeau, and icing waved off. Lavoie. She's driven into the boards by Reedman. It's been a physical tone here at the Minto Sports Complex today.
I was going to say, it's a little bit of a delayed reaction there by Prue to go in and join Reedman, although, Concordia Stinger Drapeau was in there right away and outnumbering Gigi's. That's where Prue had to go in a little bit quicker to provide support.
This first line has caused all kinds of problems for the University of Ottawa tonight. Clavel helps it on its way. Step by Gagnon in a foot race with Veillette. Icing waved off. Good hustle there by Gagnon. Veillette got there first, but it's Clavel who comes away with it. Cross ice. Amelia Laplante on the backhand at back door, and Hyington had her stick taken away.
Right idea, though, as, Laplante was on her backhand on her wrong side, would not have got a better shot off, and it was Lavoie with a nice defensive play.
Stathis to Boyer. End-to-end action here. Chipped high off the boards. Gagnon helps it on its way, and Boyer forced backwards.
Concordia goes right back in to get to work.
That one chipped out, and Clavel thought about chasing it, heads off for a change. Robinson through the middle, touched on by Goudot. Goudot. Well, big coming together behind the play. Here's Courtney Rice. Stick taken away, saved by Sarrazin.
That's a huge stop by Sarrazin again. She has a tired group of teammates out here. Laplante and Krasinski, I don't even know how long they've been out here, but I was just about to say they do not want to take a penalty, and they do take a penalty at this point. It'll end up being Krasinski, and for tripping. And again, not surprised. I mean, they've been out there for I don't even know how long, and that's when mistakes happen. That's when you don't have any energy to follow with the quick Concordia Stingers team, and you end up unfortunately getting a call.
That's a long change for you. The GGs used it so effectively last season. This time the Stingers play disruptive, and Krasinski goes to sit for 2 minutes or less. Big opportunity here for the Stingers, who trail by 1.
Yeah, this is their opportunity here to score on the power play and tie up the game and start off with a good point here with a 1 draw.
It's the first time we've seen the Stingers power play tonight. It's been so deadly this season. GG's, though, second best penalty kill in the division. So came into the game at 85.7%. And the Stingers forced backwards. Fecteau will have to wait.
I was going to say the dangerous woman is that person you just mentioned, Fecteau. She was deadly even last year for the GGs, and I wouldn't be shocked to see her involved in a goal if that happens. That's for sure. That
one a favorable bounce for Serazan off the boards, and she'll freeze it up. Stingers power play at 24%. They went 3 for 8 in the lone meeting between these two teams. GGs gave up 2 power play goals last night. Lucier, who's not playing in this game for the Stingers, scored 2 of them. Drapeau the other one. Clavel, and a chance for Lalonde to skate. Yet to score a shorthanded goal this season are the GGs. They were so deadly shorthanded last year. 3 shorthanded goals, including their first goal of the season. It's Abigail Malotny, who scored for the University of Ottawa against the Gators on the first day of the season. That one cross ice, and Veillette will get there first. Sandrine Veillette, and that one down the length of the ice. It's been a very effective kill for the University of Ottawa. All 4 going for a change, and if
lucky.
LeBlanc was a little more attentive, could have sprung her team the other way.
100%. She absolutely had even Bureau Gagnon waiting for the puck up here at the GG's blue line.
Fecteau, she has a step on Reedman. Fecteau, a bite back there by Reedman, is able to disrupt the full strength shot.
Yeah, good job by Serazan getting that pad out for the stop.
And Biesenthal now has a chance to skate after it. Philbert is over quickly to disrupt that, though. Good reading of the play. She had to be sure of herself. Drapeau over the line, it bobbles off her stick, and Bilodeau will help it on its way.
About 20 more seconds here, probably on opportunity for about one more rush opportunity for Concordia, led by Philbert here from behind her own net.
GG's complete one more change. It's been a very effective penalty kill. Fecteau's been out there the whole time. Drapeau, another one who's been out there the whole time as the puck bobble off her stick.
Nice sauce there.
Sauced over to Philbert. Back to Drapeau. That one high and off into the corner off the shoulder of Serazan. The GGs have killed this power play off. Very convincingly so. Birkby and Fecteau all tied up. Marquin-Joubert trying to find a pass, and Lessard with a nice little disruptive play. She took a hit to make a play, though.
Yep.
I went off the stick of Marquin-Joubert, and she'll send it into an area team changing.
Yeah, big defensive play there by Lessard, and she absolutely sacrificed her body to make the play on that one.
Lessard chips it forward, and we'll head after this one. Annie Robinson there first, though. Richard up to Padon. Drop for Yell. Yell cross ice. Time, space, and a shot. Painfully blocked there by Reedman. Serazan down and out. Yell back on it. Poke forward, and Flo Lessard has McLean with her. She'll get over the blue line, waste some time, and then head off for a change.
Yeah, smart play there. Go ahead and change. That was a long shift and a long fought battle, I would say, in the GG zone. A couple block shots that were key too.
Here's Padon. Padon over the line, trying to buy some time. Rosalie Padon. Molly Hyenton is able to get it to Clavel as she was falling down, and Clavel high off the boards, and Rachel McIntyre will pick it up. Camille Richard. A chance now. Biesenthal off the bench. It's in her skates. To the backhand. She didn't get all of it. Lissa Biesenthal snuck in all by herself. Couldn't find the purchase.
And it was actually McIntyre did a good job of rushing over to disrupt her as well. Gendreau
from a tight angle. Finds its way back to Rachel McIntyre. The final minute of play here, and that one smothered by Serazan.
And that one a close call too, as you had Lavoie from the Stingers, who was right back door by Serazan, completely unattended. The GGs all had their backs towards her, didn't even know she was there. So had that pass across been a little less hot, it could have ended up in the back of the net thanks to Lavoie.
Here come the GGs. Bilodeau Great poke back there by Fecteau.
Very nice stick play there.
Would have been a 2-on-1 the other way. Philbert on it now. Leonie Philbert. Here's Thibault. Centering pass. Finds its way back to Drapeau. Serrazin down and out. And it was Serrazin's stick that ended up making that save. Drapeau just took a tumble. That one through Serrazin, still without a stick though.
And again, this is where defensemen, you have to go and give your goalie a stick. She needs it more than you do.
Angie Prue out to make the block. The final seconds will expire here. The GGs give up one. But on evens, a very balanced period. GGs and Stingers will be back in about 18 minutes to bring this one on home. Welcome back into the Minto Sports Complex. Lecklenbart Brianna Newell getting set to take you on home. The GGs lead the Stingers by a score of 2-1. The Stingers' perfect record on the line. The GGs looking to end a 4-game losing streak. This is the first time the GGs have scored 2 goals in a game in their last 4 appearances. This is the first time this season the Stingers have given up more than 2 goals in a game. Game of first. Can we add another first to the list of a Stingers loss? Lavoie, Fecteau, and Drapeau have something to say as Boyer carves through center ice. That one a shot wide that Serrazin tried to stick the glove out for. Drapeau trying to find Fecteau. Cross ice, and that one, Fecteau, gaping net and couldn't direct it into the empty cage.
And I think that was actually Lavoie, not Fecteau. It was Lavoie right there on the back doorstep, and it was Riemann who made a good defensive play. Still was able to get a stick on it, but not as much would had she not done anything.
GG's dump it in and head off for the first change of the period as that one sent forward and touched by Chloe Gendreau, who has the lone goal for the Stingers today. Kathleen Reedman all the way up from defense trying to make an impact. It finds its way back to Chloe Gendreau. Cross ice to Reese Meffam. Meffam trying to look up and find Burkby, who was coming across the blue line. Couldn't connect with her. Flo Lessard in there. Zoe Thibault back the other way. Active stick by Jade Todd. Bumps it onto Robinson. Robinson to McIntyre, and McIntyre a miscue. Florence Lessard is just muscled out there by Annie Robinson. And the Stingers will regroup again. Yell will regroup with Robinson. GG's doing a good job of holding their defensive line.
Including that step up there that Prue did. Not only is it good gap, but again, it's disrupting any type of flow that Concordia is looking to get going.
GG's looking to play spoilers here as that one is rung around the boards. McIntyre moves it quickly on to Stathis. Again, another nice play at the line by a GG's defenseman, that time in the guise of Krasinski, who bites back in. This one pinned right by the GG's door, and they'll say that one stopped moving.
I mean, smart play. I don't even think you could see the puck, any movement at all. So good call there to just blow it down and get a face-off. And, you know, it makes me wonder if in the dressing room, you know, Jen Wakefield has, told the team, look, we're up by a goal. You don't want to take your feet off the gas pedals here, but you also want to manage the puck. You want to make sure that you're making smart decisions, not taking any unnecessary risks, and ensuring that we're not giving them room to create any opportunities.
Drapeau looking cross ice, found Bilodeau, and Bilodeau, that one almost found Gagnon on a cross ice pass from Fecteau. Biesenthal has the stick knocked out of her hand, and Bilodeau will chase after that one. Miguel Laplante thought about pinching down on Lavoie, never did it, and that one, they'll say, went up into the netting.
So a bit of stop and start here for the third period, almost 3 minutes in.
They'll say that one went off the glass before it went up into the netting, and we'll face off in the neutral zone. Stathis against Alyssa Biesenthal. And Biesenthal loses it.
And Concordia being very strong on their draws during this afternoon game.
That one sent down the ice. Jen Wakefield wanted an icing.
I don't blame her. I would have also wanted an icing.
Here's Courtney Rice. Cuts to the slot. Courtney Rice picks the corner, and we're tied.
Yeah, and that was a very nice shot. And again, lots of room, lots of uncontended space for Rice to go and take a bit of a stroll around the GG zone, especially up near the point area over towards the left side. And again, no stick on puck when she was getting that shot off, and she ended up putting a top right-hand corner above Serrazin.
Rice's first goal of the season. Scored The final meeting between these two teams last season as well. So we're back tied 0-0. Or sorry, effectively 0-0, 2-2 the score. Kay McLean bites in, and LeBlanc has to be attentive. Here comes Zoe Thibault. She has Chloe Gendreau with her. Blows right by Maya LaPlante, and that one trying to roof it on Serazan. Cross ice. Bureau Gagnon tried to put the moves on, and Serazan stuck with her. Bureau Gagnon again. Touch pass looking for Gendreau, and that one just missed her. GG's under the cosh here.
You know, good job by Serazan. She was really hung out to dry there, you know, as the puck gets lifted by Todd into the Concordia Stingers bench. But to finish that thought, Serazan's really been left out to dry a little bit here by her teammates. And we saw it a little bit in the first period, a little bit more in the second period. Stingers having a player backdoor or in the slot, completely unattended, not covered at all. And sorry, just lost my train of thought there. But, completely uncontended there. And that's something that is really possibly going to bite the GGs if they don't change up the coverage a little bit, make sure that all their players are accounted for.
Veillette across to Boyer. And Yell to Moquin-Joubert. Veillette tons of space to glide into and then close down quickly. Stingers faithful getting loud as they look for another one. Clavel, though, trying to bite back and find an answer from the GGs. So we already mentioned the Stingers don't give up very many goals. They've given up their 6th and 7th goals of the season. This in their 8th game. Lalonde can't get past Boyer, and Lalonde is going to take a silly penalty. We talked about discipline coming into this one, and that one a penalty 200 feet from her own net. Frustration play there by Kylie Lalonde, and the GGs will be shorthanded.
Yeah, and like you said, they're completely undisciplined play, and it's 200 feet from your net to boot. Totally understand that it's been a frustrating game, maybe looking for some calls, not getting those calls, understand that, but you are tied 2-2 against Concordia right now, who's undefeated so far this season. You have a real opportunity to do something here, and to take a penalty like that sets your team back. Not only that, puts Concordia back on the power play when it's a tie game.
That one flipped into an area, and Fecteau just going to spin around. The GGs killed off the first one in convincing fashion. They'll hope to do the same thing here. Drapeau gets the crease, and that one sent across the face of the goal by Thibault.
Good job by Reedman there, sliding across. Just desperation defense there.
Filbert. Fecteau, a low shot that never made its way through to Serazan and rung around the boards and out by the GGs. 30 seconds gone. Leonie Filbert will take her time before starting back the other way. Up to Veillette, who's off the bench. And Amelia Laplante almost got that one caught in her skates. Was able to smuggle it out to center.
And it was a smart first pass there by Filbert on the breakout as she beat both GG's PKers with one pass.
Nice speed shown there by Lavoie, who dumps it off to Veillette, who moves it on to Boyer. Boyer, a shot through a crowd. Serazan spills it, but is able to fight it into the corner. Bilodeau rings it around and past Boyer with 45 seconds to go. It's been effective killing here from the University of Ottawa. Fecteau in time and space, and that one just behind Moquin-Joubert. Thibault stops, looking for an option. Boyer had headed off the ice. Filbert, Moquin-Joubert, 15 seconds to go. Drapeau can't connect with Filbert. Back to Leonie Filbert. Drapeau looking for an angle, and that one ramps off Reese Meffam's stick and out. 5 seconds to go in the Lalonde power penalty.
Yeah, good stick there by Mepham. That was actually the second time in that sequence that she was able to get her stick on puck, and it makes such a huge difference. And again, it's a little bit defense 101. You want to make sure that you're either getting a body in that shooting lane and you're going to be 100% sure you're blocking that shot, especially on a PK, or you're getting stick on puck. One or the other.
Here's Richard trying to find a tight angle as Lalonde steps out of the box, frozen up. The GGs kill another one.
Yeah, really important kill there. Again, it's a tie game due to you're almost halfway through the third period, and poor decision there by Lalonde to take that penalty, but good job by the GGs killing that off, and credit to Saracen staying steady as well.
It was a big kill against the team that doesn't give up very many goals and scores quite a few. Here's Florence Lessard looking to break the deadlock. LeBlanc out of her net to move it on and turned over. Birkby could have picked it up and skated, elected to poke. She is back on it now. Catherine Birkby, she takes a tumble.
On Birkby's got to be a little bit careful here. She's not happy with that lack of a call, and she was going at it a little bit with a couple extra shots on Richard.
Finds its way back to Birkby. Looking to find an option. Flo Lessard. Lessard down low. Todd. Jade Todd. She has an option back at the point. Will try to do it herself and turn it over. And the GGs can't hold the line as it was slowly making its way out of the zone. Maya LaPlante with a skate to go for a skate. Nice move, and that one shot on and smothered up by LeBlanc. Nice burst of speed shown there by Maya LaPlante, who has the second goal in this game.
It's a good burst of speed, but it was also just a good recognition piece there. She saw that she had time and space, and there weren't really any passing options, so she did elect to go and take the space afforded to her and go in and see if she could make something happen, and she did record a shot on net by doing that.
Big draw here that Molly Hyenton wins. Back to Emily LaPlante, blocked by Fecteau. Chip forward, it's a 2-on-1. Lavoie and Drapeau. Lavoie trying to go for the pass. Krasinski had taken it away effectively. Fecteau at the high slot, and big block there by Clavel.
Yeah, big stick there by Clavel. And again, I've seen the GGs doing it more and more so far this period, making sure they're getting sticks in lanes to ensure that no shots are dangerously getting over to Saracen. And back to the 2-on-1 opportunity there. It was a good play by Krasinski, making sure that she stayed in the middle. The pass did still go across, but it was a little bit too far in front for it to have been dangerous.
Hyenton will get kicked from the draw, and Bilodeau will draw in. Bilodeau on it now. 11:40 to go in the third period. We're all tied at 2. Bilodeau, she has Birkby and McLean with her. Bilodeau trying to get an angle. Couldn't find one under the check of Veillette.
Yeah, it was good job angling by Veillette, and good job by Bilodeau, though, using her speed and using her body to make sure that she still stayed on her feet.
Cross ice, here's Drapeau. She led the 2-on-1. That one a deflected shot that Saracen is equal to. Reese Mepham starts forward. Can only get to the red line before being forced back. Here's Kathleen Reedman. Reedman over the line and will dump it in. Picked up by Thibault, and she's only able to get it out to center. GG's will try again. Cross ice. Jade Todd backhands it in. Todd has had quite a game. She's been quite influential, yet to pick up a point today, though. Boyer. Gendreau into the feet of Thibault, and there to settle things down is Jade Todd. Off the official, bounces kindly to Florence Lessard. LaPlante behind everyone. Birkby picks it up. Spinning and firing, Birkby misses everyone. Bureau Gagnon, she's been involved in this one. Maya LaPlante trying to put the moves on, has the puck poked off her stick. Prue given a bump in the back by Stathis. It'll have to be something blatantly obvious to get called in the dying embers here. We're at the halfway point of the third period.
I was going to say, it's going to have to be some kind of stick penalty, like a tripping or hooking or slashing that's going to end up getting called. Nothing physical, I would say, at this point.
Krasinski holds the line and then battles it forward only as far as Leonie Filbert. McIntyre up to Stathis. Big step up there by Amelia LaPlante. Courtney Rice, who has the tying goal angled out. Krasinski looks up, sees a face full of Goudot, and is able to move the puck on. Airmailed. Kylie Lalonde can't knock it down. She's in a foot race with McIntyre. McIntyre given a bump by Lalonde. Lalonde on it, trying to settle it down, buy some time. Leonie Philbert will pick it back up, put the brakes on, and we'll try again. Outside of the goal, not much to write home about in this third period. It's been pretty free-flowing game. The whistles have been at a premium. Bilodeau will chip it forward, and she'll go for a skate. Beatrice Bilodeau. Kathleen Reedman, a shot. It took a deflection and found its way into the corner. Reese Meffam pinches in. Malkin Joubert with a good pass, and it's a 3-on-2. Kate McLean is getting back in support. To the outside, that one a awkward bounce that almost tricked Sarrazin. It found its way harmlessly into the corner. Malkin Joubert trying to buy some space. She'll head out to center ice as she saw she had no options. She'll go again. Malkin Joubert. Circling a pass that was looking for Emmy Fecteau had just come off the bench, and then Drapeau had flown off trying to pick up a loose puck. Flo Lassard, spinorama on the backhand. Birkby trying to center it. Florence Lassard, that one just directed wide.
Nice try there by the GGs. Nice little spinorama move by Lassard, and trying to create something out of a little bit of nothing, and Birkby following it up.
LaPlante spinning goal! Maëlle LaPlante finds the chink in the armor, and the GGs reestablish their lead.
And that's Maëlle's second goal of this game as well. What a game she's had. And, again, that was just a result of good work done by the GGs. Started off with a rush by Flo Lassard and Catherine Birkby, and just a little bit of grit there. And the end result was a very nice shot by Maëlle LaPlante to put it past LeBlanc and give the GGs a 1-goal lead again.
I don't know if LeBlanc saw it, but nonetheless, it's 3-2. Do the Stingers have an answer? And Philbert bearing down, and a big save by Sarrazin.
Almost 8 minutes still here to go in the third period, and Sarrazin has had a steady game, I would say, for the most part, and she's going to have to be almost perfect in these last, 7-8 minutes of the third period.
Philbert rushes over, moves it on to McIntyre. You imagine it'll be a short bench here for the Stingers. Their perfect record on the line, 7-0 to start the season. GG's, as I've mentioned, looking to put an end to a 4-game losing skid. That one shot on, saved by Sarrazin. It finds its way behind the net. Running around the boards, Philbert will keep it in. Gendreau, she has the first one, stops. Closed down by Reedman, what a move. McLean dispossesses, can she go for a skate? She'll settle things down at the end of a long shift. The GG's just playing catch. Here's Stathis. Over the line, a long shot. That one just wide. So Birkby gets the only assist. Clavel trying to head back the other way. Boyer. Veillette. Athletic Director Sue Hyland just off to our left, really getting into this one. Almost turned over at the line. Krasinski steps and pokes it, falls the way of Yell. Yell chips it past Gagnon. Amelia LaPlante over, and Krasinski cleans up. GG's captain carrying them away. Malkin Joubert cross ice in the skates. Over quickly is Maëlle LaPlante. What a game she's having. 2 goals and a couple of huge defensive plays. Flo Lassard trying to buy a little bit of time. We're into the final 6 minutes here. Birkby takes a tumble. Puck pinned to the board. Seconds bleeding away, and they'll say the puck stopped up.
And I'd say something that the GGs need to be extremely mindful of in these last 5-6 minutes is the 2 feet inside the blue line and on the outside of the blue line, making sure that if it's that close, you have to get the puck out. If it's 2 feet kind of inside the blue line of the Concordia Stingers, you have to get the puck down deep.
That one, 50-50 puck that Bilodeau's tenaciousness wins. It's back with Robinson. Fecteau, back the other way. Emmy Fecteau, we know she has a shot. That one bobbled on Saracen. Lavoie and Reedman sliding in there. Make a huge stop. Lavoie, huge check, and that a clear penalty. Robinson will touch up. The GGs will go to the power play, their third opportunity of the day. And that one is blatant as they come.
And we were saying it's going to take something really blatant for the officials to go ahead and call it. I mean, you can't turn your eye to that one. Not at all. So GGs have a big opportunity here. You can see Jen Wakefield speaking to the girls on the ice, you know, trying to get something going here. It would be really good for GGs if they could capitalize and get another goal just to provide a little bit of a buffer. And for Concordia, I mean, this is a big kill for you guys.
The Stingers need to come up with a kill here. The GGs looking for a goal, but I think that they'll take just zone pressure here. Bleed those seconds away. That one, a miscommunication, and Amelia Laplante forced backwards. Mocan Joubert on her horse. Amelia Laplante gets there first. Turned over, though. Mocan Joubert, she's cleaned out. Hits the ice. The Stingers faithful want one. And then a clear out hit. And that's not good. Reedman has stayed down. Back to her feet. She's shaken up.
And that was quite honestly just a dirty hit, to be very blunt.
GG's on it, and Biesenthal can't corral that one. We saw Kathleen Reedman head off the ice. Keep in mind the GG's without the services of Ariane Manville. Of Ariane Minville, rather. Be a big loss. Hoping all is well with Reedman. Laplante just going to take her time. Happy to let the seconds bleed off the clock. 47 seconds left to go as Laplante starts forward. Shifting through center. And they'll say that Lessard was in offside. Three minutes, 50 seconds left to go. It'll be 3 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the game when Lavoie steps out of the box. Is there another twist in the tail? That one, the length of the ice as Prue heads back for it. 30 seconds to go. Gendro will follow Prue in behind. Rung D to D, and here's Lessard. Prue. Nice little edge work there as she moves it on over. Amelia Laplante. She dumps it in. 15 seconds to go in the Lavoie penalty.
And a good kill there done by Concordia. Another unsuccessful one for the GGs as Lessard comes out with it.
To the front of the net. Wait. Patience. Across the face of the goal by Ariane Gagnon. And she can't find Twine. Will that come back to bite the GGs? Boyer over the line. A shot. Blocker aside by Setters, and it's loose in the slot.
Good job by Gagnon clearing away that puck.
Fecteau. That one blocked. Reese Metham forward. Fecteau. She's back over the line. Head full of steam. Blocked and off into the corner. We've been treated to quite a game here today at the Minto Sports Complex. Turned over. Fecteau again. We wonder how many times we'll see her before this period ends. Turned over. Thibault trying to find Drapeau down low. Stuck in the equipment of Kate McLean. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. You imagine when the puck heads the other way, LeBlanc will follow suit.
Good back check there by Biesenthal, interrupting
Thibault
that pass.
over the line and fought right back out. Here's Bilodeau. She loses her stick. Into the final 2 minutes here. LeBlanc still in her net and muscle to the ground. The GGs take a penalty. Clavel picks it up and out of frustration Sends that one the length of the ice. Maëlle Laplante will be headed off for body contact. The Stingers will be up a body for the rest of the game if they fail to score. Gigi's perfect on the penalty kill so far.
So far, they have been perfect on the PK, and opportunity here where I think Concordia is going to take their time out and draw something up, because I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to have LeBlanc out in the net and play a 6-on-4, really taking advantage of this untimely penalty by LaPlante. And we can see Coach Jen Wakefield with the board there with the players on the ice drawing something. They have to make sure everyone understands their assignments.
Boyer comes out to complete the 5. LeBlanc steps onto the bench, so we will be seeing most likely 6-on-4 action rather for the Stingers. We've mentioned how good their power play has been this season, operating at 24%. Yet to score a power play goal this weekend. They're yet to lose a game this season, and this the first time they've conceded 3 goals in a game.
And not surprised to see Fecteau out there for this power play, well, 6-on-4, shall we say. And a bit of a change here, too, taking Krasinski off and putting Reedman on. Glad to see that she's okay there. And a smart play by Bowles and Wakefield with that move in this situation, I would say.
Birkby tossed from the all-important draw as Gigi's head coach is just having a word with the officials. So it's for Concordia, Drapeau, Filbert, Lavoie, Gendreau, Fecteau, and I believe that's Berger-Dubé over there. No, sorry, it's Moquin-Joubert, rather. So Reedman comes back out. Just confusion with the face-off dot. McLean and Birkby in having a word with the officials.
Well, and I think what they're upset about is that their home team, they should have that last change, and it's like they didn't and still got kicked out, I believe.
Won by the Stingers. Filbert over to Drapeau. Filbert. Fecteau, a shot through a crowd, blocked by Sarrazin. Fecteau holds the line. Emmy Fecteau. Filbert. We know she has a shot. Emmy Fecteau, she picks the corner. Oh, Lord, what a goal.
Wow, that was a really, really good shot. And again, that was perfectly placed by Fecteau. And we said it at the beginning of the game, and throughout the game, she is going to be involved in those big moments. She's going to be involved in those goal scorings or with assists, and that's a big goal for her.
What a goal by Emmy Fecteau. We always knew she'd play her part in this game. And that one, a rifle over the shoulder, her 4th goal of the season. Brings things level. So we're into the final minute and 9 seconds here. Just a reminder of the overtime rules. We have a 4-on-4 period and a 3-on-3 period. 5 and 5 minutes each, and then if needed, the shootout.
Oh, bodies flying everywhere there.
Biesenthal loses the draw. Fecteau, and it's in! The GGs give up 2 in less than 45 seconds. And now they have another mountain to climb.
That is quite the turn there. And again, if it was going to be anyone, I am not at all shocked that it is Emmy Fecteau. A very good shot, very quick release, and very hard to defend against that as well. But still, you got a minute here. Now it'll be interesting to see if GG's have possession and get it in the Concordia Stinger zone. Will we see Sarrazin being pulled? I would say so.
Peru, she's tripped up. Nothing coming. Moquin-Joubert, yell. Disrupted by Maëlle Laplante, and Laplante will go for a skate. We're into the final 45 seconds. There goes Sarrazin off the stick of Laplante. The GG's going to set up. 6-on-5, turned over to Filbert, and Maëlle Laplante back on it. She has 2 already. Can she play hero? And it's in! It's in! The GGs score again!
And that's a hat trick for Maëlle Laplante. Or unless it goes off someone, then it's not. So it's actually Flo Lessard who got that tip, which I didn't even see it. But that play was really done by Maëlle Laplante. It was good defending in the zone by the GGs. Laplante picks up the puck, goes for a skate. She's had a great game. Goes for a skate, brings it in, a little bit of a ball puck, and decided to go for it and take a shot. And I got really excited. I thought Laplante had a hat trick there, but it did go off Flo Lessard for a tip and in the back of the net.
We've seen 3 goals in 45 seconds here at the Minto Sports Complex. Pandemonium as we're into the final 30 seconds. Will we see one more? So Reese Meffam forced backwards. If you stepped away, you've missed quite an interesting sequence.
It's like you've missed a whole game in the last minute and a half.
Fecteau, and then Lessard. Lessard's second goal of the year. Couldn't have come at a bigger time. And after that, we'll take a break and head to the overtime period. We'll start at 4-on-4. Then, if needed, we'll go to 3-on-3. Does Fecteau have a part to play? Does Maëlle Laplante have her part to play? Special teams have had their part to play, and Serrazan has been good today. It's been a game that I think LeBlanc will want back. She's been good for stretches, but the Stingers came in only conceding 4 goals on the season. 5 goals, rather, on the season. They give up 4 here today. If the GGs are to emerge victorious, they'll have doubled the Stingers' goals against tally, something you wouldn't have expected from a team that has struggled offensively this season. Only 18 goals scored. This has been a classic. It looks like we'll start with Lavoie, Fecteau, Filbert, and I imagine Veillette for the Stingers. Florence Lessard, who is the tying goal, steps out on the ice with Catherine Birkby. Serrazan, Meffam, Maëlle Laplante and Amelia Laplante step out for the GGs. It's Drapeau, the last body for the Stingers.
Well, with this game going to OT, I don't know if you've already mentioned this, Declan, I have to step away for a sec. I mean, it's been so much excitement, I have to calm down. And, with it going to OT here, already GGs have gotten at least a point. They're looking now for the others.
Only one other team.
5 minutes for 4-on-4. So that'll be a lot of open space, opportunities for both sides.
Only the Gators have taken points from a game against Concordia.
And again, not shocked at all to see Fecteau out there to start off this 4-on-4 OT.
She's on a hat trick.
I still got
we
really
see
excited.
her on the puck right now. Emmy Fecteau drags, looking for a lane. Blocked on its way through by Amelia Laplante. She gets right back up and puck poked off her stick. Birkby. Fecteau back on it. Trying to cut to the front of the net. Out to Filbert. Filbert, a long shot, and that one through a crowd. GG's won a penalty. Riedman was dumped to the ice.
Absolutely rocked. Yeah.
Filbert, watched by Amelia Laplante. Birkby dispossesses Thibault, and Dirkby thrown to the ice. Clavel. And Prue will pick it up and head back to center. A minute gone in the extra frame. Prue steps through one. Bobbles off her stick. Dangerous pinch from Clavel. Todd off the bench. Cutting. Gendreau, she has one already. Soccered to Boyer. Boyer blocked on its way through. It's loose still. Serrazan freezes it up.
And a little bit of extracurriculars there as I believe it's Clavel and Gendreau exchanging words. All of them nice, I'm sure.
Bilodeau, Biesenthal, Amelia Laplante, Kathleen Reedman will head out. Jade Todd just having a word with the official. It's been quite the game at the Minto Sports Complex today to get you all caught up. The GG scored 2 in the first period. The Stingers then come back in the second, cut the lead in half. They then tie it in the second frame. The GGs reestablish their lead. Fecteau scores 2, and with 30 seconds left, Lola Sard touches it in. That brings us to 4-4.
A lot of excitement here.
Filbert, she's lost the GG, and then puck bobbled off her stick, loose in front. Sarrazin with a huge stop. Malkin Joubert on the doorstep. Malkin Joubert, that one wide. Malkin Joubert again. Sorry, that's Camille Richard. Lavoie stops. And she'll clear the zone. Boyer. She'll head right up ice. Stingers have shown the propensity to go right through center. Lavoie, it's into her feet. Drapeau off the bench. Taken down. Nothing coming. Biesenthal. She has options ahead of her. At the end of a long shift, she'll carry it in over the line. And they'll say offside.
A lot of tense moments here in this 4-on-4 OT. Lots of open ice. And again, to your point of Concordia being able to just go right through the middle there against the GGs. GGs are allowing them to do that. They are not really clogging the middle the way they need to be. And to give opportunities like Fecteau, someone like Fecteau, to give the middle to them, I wouldn't suggest it.
Patience shown, and that one just eludes Filbert. Down the ice, that'll be icing. Big face-off for the University of Ottawa, who haven't tested LeBlanc in the overtime period.
No, it's definitely been tilted the other way for sure. No opportunities really to speak of.
Birkby and Lassard out there for the University of Ottawa with Amelia Laplante and Kathleen Reedman. Birkby dumped to the ice off the draw, and the Stingers will pick it up. Fecteau. Over the line, Drapeau. Drapeau, a shot through a crowd that never made its way through.
Yeah, huge block there by Reedman.
Drapeau, Fecteau, oh my lord, she had snuck it away from Kathleen Reedman. Reedman just able to get there in time. That one a pass to the back door by Filbert that Sarrazin is able to get onto.
Good job by Sarrazin. Birkby was on her, but she wasn't quite there to lift the stick or get involved there, so good job by Sarrazin making sure she smothered up that puck.
Laplante spins and heads north. Trying to go to Biesenthal outside. She had Bilodeau on the inside.
She also just had the straight middle where she could have continued skating as well.
Up to Thibault, pinching in. Watch out. Chloe Gendreau. She has a step on Biesenthal. Gendreau, Lavoie. That pass just took her away from the goal.
And I'll be honest, I was really expecting Gendreau to go and take a shot. She absolutely had a good angle to it. Lavoie, not so much and not quite there.
Lavoie peeled off into the corner. Gendreau elected to play the unselfish play. Here's Clavel. She's got a step on Richard. Jay Todd at the back door. Clavel, oh, she had some daylight.
She absolutely had that top corner there, just a little too high and wide.
Reedman, foot race with Yell. Good body positioning.
Great job there by Reedman. Like you said, good body positioning, good hustle.
Malkin Joubert, first one there. She'll carry the puck out over the line, and it's now with Camille Richard. Back to Boyer. We're into the final minute here of the 4-on-4 period. Malkin Joubert, she has Emmy Fecteau with her. Fecteau wants it. Fecteau, drag, shots, kick save by Sarrazin.
Nice stop there by Sarrazin. Nice handiwork there by Fecteau.
Just able to get it out over the line. Angie Prue, and that one, the stick just taken away from her. Prue in offside. Miscommunication at the GG's bench. Reese Meffam trying to get off, and Amelia Laplante in her way. Fecteau blocked there by Lassard, right off her foot. Fecteau. She's Philbert at the point, trying to find her. It'll fall to Birkby, but Birkby can't corral it. 10 seconds to go. GG's just can't turn it over. That's what they do. Drapeau. Prue down on the ice. And Lavoie exchanging some extracurriculars as the whistle goes. And we'll head to a 3-on-3 period.
Wow, nervy, tense moments there in the 5 minutes of 4-on-4 overtime. And good plays, good opportunities at both ends. Wow.
Both teams will take a 2-minute breath. We're just a few moments away from the second period of extra time.
And man, we thought there was a lot of open ice with 4-on-4. Whew, 3-on-3. What I find about 3-on-3, so important to just stay with your player. That is how you play 3-on-3. You play man on man or woman on woman. You do not go and play zone coverage with 3-on-3. And I find a lot of players, they maybe don't understand that. So 3-on-3 is something where it's very easy to get lost if not everyone's on the same page.
Just a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. The Ketabans have beaten the Carleton Ravens by a score of 2-1. The Gators currently leading the Martlets by a score of 2-0 at Jane and Eric Molson Arena out in Sherbrooke. We'll do a quick plug. We'll take a minute to plug the Colonel By Classic, which is next weekend at TD Place. If you haven't already, make sure you get your tickets. It's a great night of fun as the GGs look to retain the Alerts Cup. I won one into the second period of overtime by Kylie Lalonde. Does Lalonde have a twist in the tail here? We didn't see her on 4-on-4. GGs will play Friday night first, though. That game against the Carabins.
Be very curious to see who each team puts out here. I mean, I would assume that Fecteau is coming out for Concordia to start off this 3-on-3.
Looks like it's Birkby and Lassard who will start for the University of Ottawa, joined by Mayelle Laplante.
You know what? I like that group of three. All three of them have had a good game. And then for Concordia, here you have Philbert, Fecteau, and Drapeau.
Drawn in and won by Fecteau. And here she comes. All eyes on Emmy Fecteau. Drapeau. Circles, and she's all alone. Drapeau, Jessimo Drapeau, stopped by Sarrazin.
Huge stop there by Sarrazin. Like we said, lots of open ice.
Middle given up too easily by the University of Ottawa. Mayelle Laplante trying to put the brakes on. Her team changing as Philbert in on the attack. Birkby at the end of the shift heads off. Up to Bilodeau. Bilodeau through center ice over Biesenthal's stick. Here's Boyer. Chloe Gendreau. She opened the scoring for the Stingers. Lavoie, backdoor, and it's in! What a pass by Amelia Lavoie. Nothing Sarrazin could have done, and the GGs fall 5-4.
Oh, and that was a good play there, Lavoie, right on that back door, and that's something that Reedman will probably replay in her head a little bit there as a defenseman, as it being her assignment there that was missed. And again, even if you have body positioning, you got to lift that stick, and that's something that was missed there and allowed Lavoie to get a stick on the puck to put it in the back of the net to end this hockey game.
Lavoie is the hero, but the GGs put up a valiant effort. They score 4 against the Stingers, a team that doesn't give up very many. Brianna will quickly get into your 3 stars of the game.
Perfect. Thank you, Declan. I had to shuffle things around a little bit during this game, so much excitement. But with our 3rd star of this afternoon, it is from University of Ottawa, number 21, Mayelle Laplante. What a game she had. second star from Concordia Stingers, number 29, Emmy Fecteau. And then for the first star, none other than Emilie Lavoie, number 88 from Concordia.
It's been quite the game, quite some action. We'll have a lie down, but you don't have to wait too long for more RSEQ hockey. The GGs will travel to Montreal to play McGill. That one going on Saturday, and then the big one, the one you look forward to all year, the Colonel By Classic. That going live at 3 p.m. next Sunday at TD Place. If you haven't got your tickets, make sure you do it. Tickets.ggs.ca. Brianna and I will be on the call next weekend on the GG's YouTube channel. It's been a pleasure, and we were treated to quite the game today for Declan and Brianna. You take care, folks, and we'll see you next weekend.